how did you learn that she had gone missing? How did you get that information?
I received a phone call at 9:35 a.m. from Zach, and his response was, "Lindsay, Karlie's gone." My heart sunk. I was, what do you mean she's gone? What led up to this? Where was she? You know, who was she with? Question after question. And his response was, "I don't know, she's just gone. She went to a party, you know, with some friends, and Melissa went and picked her up. And from there, we got her home, tried to settle her down. And after that, she, you know, up and down through the night." Those were the stories I got.
And are you paraphrasing, or was that exactly what he said when you picked up the phone?
When I picked up the phone?
Yeah, when he called you, and was that exactly what he said?
We had a couple different phone calls within
But when he
like
said, did he say
30-minute time.
she's gone?
He said she was gone, yes.
Those were the words
gone.
that he used.
And it stuck out like just a sore thumb.
Gone.
Gone.
And at that point, what did you think gone meant?
Dead. I mean, that's a big word. Gone is, you know, you can't mess with gone. It's either they're gone for good or they're, you know, it just didn't sit right.
He didn't say she's missing, he said she's gone.
Yeah.
Why do you believe that Zach and Melissa aren't telling the full truth here?
Because he was intoxicated to start with. He let us know when we arrived 9 hours after Karlie went missing that he had been drinking the night before. And he told us in the beginning that he was kind of in and out of sleeping. So he wasn't awake, according to my story that I received from him.
But and listen, I'm not trying to excuse anything. I don't drink at all. I haven't had a drink since high school. I just don't drink. But being drunk on a Friday night and being involved in the disappearance of your daughter are two vastly different things. So the fact that he may have been drinking or even falling down, staggering drunk, which nobody has said he was, but even if that was the case, that's a long way from being involved in the disappearance of your daughter.
Right.
So how do those two connect up? I mean, what makes you think they have something either to do with the disappearance or know more about the disappearance than they do?
I think that the audio that I heard about was really bizarre. And I asked them, I said, "What is this audio about?" And I didn't want to hear the audio for the first, few minutes after getting there, and Melissa saying, "I have this audio." And I said, "What audio?" And she said, "Well, I audioed Karlie of her behavior." And I said, "Well, why did you do that?" And she said, "Well, I wanted to show her how she was acting the next morning." And I said, "Okay, so audio her?" I didn't understand that. So that was kind of another red flag.
And did you hear the audio?
I heard part of it.
Okay, and in the part of it you heard, was there anything significant that stuck out to you?
She had asked them to call 911.
Okay, she asked them to call 911.
The specific details in the audio were she had cried out to Melissa. She called out for my name, actually, and she said, "Mom." And Melissa goes, "I'm Melissa, silly." And she goes, "I'm sorry. I'm just really, really scared." And I at that point, I figured, what is she scared of? Because what is so scary that this little girl's asking to call 911 and you're telling them no? And so when Karlie said, "Can you call 911?" Melissa said, yes. There was a part where she said yes. And then there was a distant pause. And Karlie said, "Are you going to call 911? And Melissa said, "No." And she goes, "Well, why not?" And she goes, "There's nothing wrong."